Hi guys, my name is Chelis. Thank you so much for being here today. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a video that I saw that Lisa Stevens does a lot, which is like a video of Shop My Stash, which is she goes around to her drawers and picks out makeup from what she already has instead of using new stuff. So that's what I wanted to do today. I love watching her videos. So I went on and I got all of my stuff from my different areas here in my room. And I just went back to the old background for this video. Just because I just wanted to be a little bit more like spontaneous, I guess. And I hope that you guys enjoy this video. As an eyeshadow primer, I chose the Essence I Heart Stage Primer. I'm gonna blend it out with a Sony Caicos sponge. And I'm just going to set it with whatever powder is left on my powder brush. So the palette that I chose was this Beige Cosmetics Carli Bybel palette. This is the original one. And I'm going to do the look that I usually always do with this palette, which is first of all taking this one right here in the crease. And I'm going to use a Wet n Wild fluffy brush. I used to use this palette a lot back in the day when I first got it. But just to use the colors that I am going to be using today. I used to not use the other colors in here. I would only go into this palette just to use those colors. And then just with the same brush, I'm going to go into the deeper one right here. And I'm just going to darken up the eye a little bit. Alright, and then that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to go in with this shimmery one as a lid color. And I am going to take it with my finger. Okay, and then that's the eye look. Really simple. As an eyeliner, I chose this e.l.f. cream eyeliner. And I'm going to take that with an Essence little brush. I'm actually surprised that this eyeliner hasn't dried out yet. Because I haven't used it in a while. I haven't used the gel liner in a while, actually. I've been using the Essence eyelining pen that I usually always talk about. Why haven't I used this eyeliner in a long time? My god. This eyeliner is really cheap too. I think it's like $3. So that's how the eyeliner turned out. I have to keep this out so I can keep using this. Because for some reason it's always in the back. Moving on to the face, I'm going to go in with the Poreless Face Primer. And I'm just going to take 2 pumps of that. And put it all over my face. As a pore filler, I'm going to use the Baby Skin by Maybelline. And I haven't used this in a really long time as well. Just because I've gotten other primers that I like using better. Just going to focus that on the cheeks right here. Which is where I have most of my problems. Most of my problem areas. For foundation, I'm going to mix the shade 220 and 228 of the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundations. To mix into my foundation, I'm going to take the City Color Glowing Complexion Illuminating Cream. And I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of that into my foundation. Although I have oily skin, I like to be a little bit glowy from time to time. Not all the time. I usually stick to more mattifying stuff, but just for today, we're going to go in with something glowy. And again, I'm going to blend it out with the Sony Caicos sponge. Okay, and then that's it for that. As a concealer, I got the Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. This is just what it looks like. This is in the shade Medium Light. I don't really like this concealer. Like, it has good coverage, but it's a little bit too like peachy pink for me. I like more like yellow based concealers and foundations. So to set that, I'm gonna use the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Powder in the shade Translucent. Oh my god. And it's just a white powder. And I'm gonna take that with a sponge. Or with the sponge. I kind of know why I haven't used the Maybelline FitMe, the Maybelline FitMe foundation, because it doesn't cover everything. You guys can still see the red spots on my cheek. So I think that's one of my issues. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with a Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade Warm Beige. As bronzer, I use something that is like really like old school. This is the e.l.f. Turks and Caicos like bronzer thing. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to go in with the lighter one of the two, which is this one. On my forehead. And this one has a little bit of like glitter. I think maybe that's why I really don't use it. And I'm going to get a little bit of the darker one right here to go on my cheeks. Whoa. Moving on to a blush. I'm going to go in with the Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade Fantastico Mauve. And it's just like a really like wine color. And I remember that I bought this a long time ago at, I don't know if they even still make this blush. I bought it at Meijer for like $2 or something like that. But I don't know if they still make it. I really liked it at the beginning. But as you guys can see, it's really pigmented. And I only like put my brush in like this. You have to be really careful. There's the blush. A little bit too heavy-handed on the blush. But we'll be fine. For eyebrows, I'm going to use something that I haven't used in a really long time. And it's the Ardell Dark Brown Brow Pomade. This is just what it looks like. And I haven't used a brow pomade in a long time because every time I fill in my eyebrows with a pomade, like I feel like they look good, but then later in the day I look into the mirror and I think, whoa, I have Sharpie brows. So I'm going to try to do it a little bit less heavy-handed so it doesn't look too bad. I'm so glad that Grey's Anatomy is going to be on tonight. Like, I just stopped like seeing their new episodes and I'm like, what happened? Did the season already end? But then I'm like, no, it's like too early. Anyways, I saw that the new episode is gonna be on tonight and I'm totally gonna watch that. Do any of you watch Grey's Anatomy? Let me know down below. Okay, I guess they didn't come out too bad today. They still look a little bit too bold, but I'm guessing that that's basically how they're gonna turn out even if I use a pencil. So time for setting spray. I chose the Maybelline Master Fix by Face Studio setting spray. And I don't use this setting spray all that often because of the sprayer. Whew. And while that is still a little bit wet, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Illuminating palette. It's really powdery. I'm going to go in with the shade let's see. I'm gonna go in with this and make sure of this and this one with an e.l.f. Illuminating powder highlighting thing. Highlighter brush. Jeez, Araceli. Woo! Like, it looks like it's not gonna have all that much of a highlighting effect, but it really does. Kind of. It is a little bit too powdery for my liking. And I think I bought this one because a lot of people were saying, like, when it first came out, that these gave, like, the same effect of, like, the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. So that's why I bought this one. Going back to the palette, I'm going to take that darker shade right here. And I'm going to put that in the lower lash line with a flat brush. And for eyeliner, I got the KleanColor Mellow Gel Shimmer Waterproof Liquid-like eyeliner. And it's just a silver one. I'm going to take that just in the inner waterline. I used to do this a lot when I was in high school. Just put like a white, like a stark white or like a silver like this in here. And then for mascara, I'm just going to go ahead and do the Loreal Voluminous Superstar Mascara. And this is the one that has like the lash primer on one side and the mascara on the other. I'm going to go in with the primer first. This mascara doesn't do much for me. I just feel like I hurt my eye every time I use this mascara. Well, this is the mascara side, and I'm just going to go ahead and cover the white. And then lastly for lips, there's something that I haven't used in a while, but I really liked before. This is the Rimmel Moisture Renew Lipstick in Rossetto. It's just a purple packaging. And it's a traditional lipstick. I love this lipstick because it's so like shiny. I wasn't really into the color, but there we go. So with that, my friends, this is the finished look of the stuff that I picked out for the Shop My Stash type of video that I did today. And let's see. I am really surprised that the eyeliner is still working. This is something that I would have done, like the look that I would have done like when I first started doing makeup, but I think it looks a little bit better this time around. And I have a feeling that I'm gonna keep using these products just because for some reason they would always go to like the back of my like drawers and my collection. But now that I've seen what they can do, I'm gonna take them out more often. Like, my cheeks look really nice and like glowy, and I like that. The lips, I could do without the lips. But the eyelid, the actual eye look, I like with the silver in the lower lash line. And yeah, I really like the look that we created today. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe and give me a like if you guys haven't already, and leave me a comment down below if you guys have any of these products or if you liked this style of video. And I will see you in my next video. Take care of yourself. I love you. Bye.